Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me today as Vice President of the European Investment Bank, the biggest multilateral public lending institution in the world, facilitating social and economic growth worldwide, to speak to you at this very important event. We are also the Climate Bank, supporting Europe's green and digital transition, as we believe that the future is green and digital. This will also be our lending objectives in Ukraine, one of our very important partners for years. I'm happy to say that we enjoy a very good and result-oriented cooperation with the Ukrainian government. Since 2007, we have invested almost 8 billion euro in the country. Actually, Ukraine has attracted more than 60% of our total lending in the eastern neighborhood countries. Only last year, we delivered a record investment of over 1 billion euro in Ukraine. In 2020, the EIB has played an essential part of Team Europe, the EU's global approach to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. We focused our operations on infrastructure rehabilitation in conflict-affected eastern Ukraine, on improvements of the roads in Luhansk region and public transport in the country, on energy efficiency of public buildings, digitalization also, and innovation and business recovery after the corona crisis. I'm very glad that this kind of concrete, effective cooperation continues in 2021, bringing direct benefits to the people of Ukraine. We have recently signed a new financial package to help accelerate Ukraine's recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. We hope that the 50 million euro loan will help life in Ukraine return to normal as quickly as possible. As I have said, at the EIB, we believe that the path to recovery leads through green and innovative investments. Digital transition is one of the pillars of our future-oriented policy, which will also be directed to Ukraine. That said, we cannot forget about the still significant needs of Ukraine in developing and upgrading its transport, energy infrastructure, and internal connectivity. We stand ready to provide our support to our Ukrainian partners. Don't we, Vice President Kris Peeters?
Indeed, dear colleague, I'm very happy to be able to address this important forum today. Together with our fellow EU institutions, we are looking forward to supporting Ukraine with those projects that contribute to this country's future and more sustainable development. As the EIB Vice President responsible for transport financing, I believe that a modern transport system that promotes local mobility and better connectivity with the EU will greatly contribute to the sustainable economic growth of Ukraine. That is why the EIB has already committed over 2 billion euros to the Ukraine transport sector. As the EU Climate Bank, we invest in modernization of railways and in key infrastructure projects such as the Biskit railway tunnel and the Borispil airport. These investments mean that the people of Ukraine will benefit from modern, safe and fast connections, as well as from the new business and travel opportunities they generate. Motivated by our commitment to climate change mitigation, the EIB is funding green transport. More than 200 million loans signed with the Ministry of Infrastructure will allow up to 20 cities in Ukraine improve their public transport. Benefiting from the financing facility, Ukrainian cities will be able to modernize their electric public transport rolling stock, rehabilitate and construct new public transport infrastructure. Safer, more comfortable and environmentally friendly vehicles will improve the service level and increase the attractiveness of public transport. That's the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. We remain committed to the Eastern Partnership region and to Ukraine in particular. And we must be ambitious when we're looking ahead, in particular when it comes to the COVID-19 recovery and green transition. Europe embarked on a green path long before the pandemic, and so did the European Investment Bank as a pioneer. Our transition towards the role of EU Climate Bank and the development of the digital agenda will be the operational anchor for our lending objectives in Ukraine in 2021 and beyond. As the EU Bank, we are happy to translate the EU-Ukraine partnership into concrete investments, and I'm looking forward to make a difference in the field of transport together with you and with my colleagues. I thank you very much.